Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back. Gnarly here with another exciting influence video. I'm rocking my influence hat, and you know I'm rocking my one of one content creator hoodie from the last testnet. This hoodie is awesome. It's got a view of the entire belt mapped out beyond it, and I'm so grateful that all of you watched and enjoyed my videos. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through to get ready to play pre-release, going from the steps of bridging over assets, creating your first crew, really getting you ready to play influence. It's been almost 3 years and now we can actually play. The first part of this video is going to be focused on existing asteroid and crewmate owners as of the snapshot taken last August. If you don't own any influence assets yet, that's okay. You can skip right ahead to creating a crew on L2. But for those of you who have asteroids and crewmates, I'm going to show you how to bridge those over in the pre-release asset portal. Before we go claiming and bridging all these assets and sway and everything, we first need to get some Sepolia testnet ETH. And Alchemy will give you 0.5 ETH a day. You just need to sign up and paste your wallet address. And so you just need to sign up for their service. I don't believe you need to connect your wallet at all. Just paste your address, and they will be able to give you 0.5 ETH on Sepolia. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to navigate to the pre-release asset portal. And then you're going to want to first connect your L1 Ethereum wallet. That'll show all of your crewmates and asteroids that are on L1 at the time of the snapshot taken in August. You can see some of my asteroids have a little warning symbol. That means the crew have not minted yet. And so I need to go ahead and mint that crew before bridging it over. And so I mint the crewmate, and you can batch up multiple of these at any given time. And so I'm just batching up multiple of these transactions. You have to approve each of these in your wallet on L1 and just waiting for these crewmates to be minted. So you just need to wait a little bit and then go ahead and click on the crewmates tab. And let's see what we've got. And oh my gosh, is this an amazing mint. A tier 1 pilot navigator specialist. That's just one of a handful of game. Unfortunately, it's on testnet, but you know I'm going to be flying with this pilot around. And there's just some amazing crew mints in here. I got pretty lucky, not going to lie, and I'm really excited to use these in game. And so let's go ahead and claim the sway for these crewmates and bridge them over so we can begin playing with them. And so to claim the crewmate sway, we need to go back to the home page and we need to go to the sway portal. And so these are RVAD crew assignments. And so we're going to go ahead and claim the sway here. Please note that I only have crewmates. I went ahead and claimed all my asteroids already, but you need at least one crewmate with unclaimable sway to be ordered to claim your asteroid. So claim all your asteroids first and all your crewmates last. So after I claim my sway and approve that transaction, I just wait. And now you can see that the sway has showed up. I have claimed over 8 million sway right now. And so next, what we need to do is bridge this sway over to L2. And that'll take 2 transactions. We need to approve the amount of sway that we're going to bridge, and then we need to go ahead and initiate that bridge to L2. Within the Influence UI, you can go ahead and copy your Layer 2 wallet directly from your browser extension. I've been using Argent. By no means is that an endorsement over Bravos. I would encourage you to test both out and see for yourself which wallet provider you prefer. After that, we can go ahead, double check the wallet address, and initiate that bridge transaction for sway. We're basically going to be repeating the same thing to bridge all of our NFTs over, our asteroids and crewmates. So to bridge our NFTs, we need to go back to the home and go to the Ethereum to StarkNet bridge. And then we will be selecting both the crewmates. You can select up to the max, I believe it's 25, and then the asteroids to bridge separately. As you can see now, you're probably an expert in bridging these assets over. It's basically the same process we've already done. And so once you bridge those crewmates and asteroids over to StarkNet Layer 2, we can go ahead and get ready to play pre-release, what we've all been waiting for so long. Okay, everyone, it's time. I hope that music got you amped up because we're about to dive in the pre-release client. Whether this is your first time checking out Influence or if you've been holding on for 3 years, let's go ahead and dive in and I'll show you how to get started. So because I've already had a few crews set up, my start is going to be just a little bit different than yours, but the same concepts still apply. So first, you want to go to the browser, which is available in Discord and all of Influence's socials to access the game. Then you'll need to connect your StarkNet Layer 2 Sepolia Ethereum wallet and go ahead and get started. The first time you log in, there's going to be an amazing trailer. I encourage you to watch it. It really sets the scene for what this game is going to be like and why we're here on Adalia Prime. So to get started, you're going to need a little bit of ETH and a little bit of Sway. Thankfully, there's an in-game faucet for both on testnet only. And so what you're going to want to do is navigate to the store in the top right, go to faucet and request both a little bit of ETH for gas transactions and a little bit of Sway to get you started. Note you can only do this once a day and that the Sway faucet currently has been a little bit buggy. I don't know if you saw, but I have a lot of Sway from all the assets I have. And so if you like and subscribe this channel and come to my DMs showing proof, I will give you a little bit of Sway to get started as well. Dropping in, you're going to get planted at Lucinda's Landing. And so that habitat is over capacity. And so you do not want to start your crew there because you're already going to be penalized for it being over capacity. I'm not really going to go into all the details of game mechanics in this video. This is just getting you set up, but do not start there. So what I did was I clicked on a nearby habitat. I have mine color coded by different colors, which is available to you as well. So go ahead and hit the Recruit Crewmate button. This will pop up all of your RVAD specialists and citizens if you have any. If not, you'll need to recruit an Adalian. Yes, I know, I have way too many specialists and citizens. I'm insane, yada, yada, yada. I'm really excited for this game, and if anything, after seeing pre-release, I feel underexposed still. And so I'm gonna set up and recruit my pilot navigator that I just minted. I'm really excited to get that as a captain of my crew. And so for the first time, I encourage you to go through and read the story associated with all of these RVAD crewmates. It's great. Koravak wrote it, a community member, and it really sets the tone and the scene for Influence. I really recommend at least one time go through it just to set the tone. Of course, you are available to skip it, and just for brevity, I'm going to do that for this video. And so when you get to the crewmate recruitment screen, you need to first name your crewmate. That's, to me, is one of the hardest things because this name lives forever on blockchain. It's immutable, you can't change it. Looking at this crewmate, it really reminded me of Princess Leia, and so I did a combo name, and in honor of Carrie Fisher and Princess Leia, I named this crewmate Leia Fisher. And then, after that, I like to dive into the trait selection. There are both cosmetic and impactful traits. And so the cosmetic traits is more of just the setting the character, and it doesn't have any impact in the actual game mechanics. But the impactful traits do, and this is really important to set. And so since Leia Fisher is a pilot navigator, I want to set impactful traits that align well with pilots and flying the ship. I don't really care about core sampling as much or building a building. I want her to be the best pilot there is in Adalia. Through random events in game, you will be able to add impactful traits to your crew. RVAD citizens and specialists, they start out with three impactful traits. Adalians, they only start out with 1. And so RVAD citizens and specialists, they really have a pretty big leg up in addition to the job titles compared to Adalians, especially during this. And so after I'm satisfied with the trait selection, I'm going to go ahead and recruit this crew. And so just hit the recruit button and approve the transaction in your wallet. After waiting for the transaction to process, this crewmate will be recruited to your crew. And now I want to show you how to add additional crewmates to your crew. And to do that, I'm going to mint an Edallion, just to show you the difference in terms of the trait selection for Edallions compared to RVADs. So like RVAD crewmates, Edallions also have a story associated with them. Now a key difference between the two is RVAD crewmates came over on the initial ship to start the Adalia Prime colony. Edallions are their offspring. And so the story is a little bit different, and I also encourage you at least once to go through and read the story for Edallions. And so now I'm showing you the crewmate recruitment screen for Edallions. You can randomize the appearance multiple times, you can change the class, and I thought I saw a crewmate that looked a little bit like Jason Momoa. In honor of Dune 2 coming out, I decided to name this character Duncan Idaho and make him maybe a spice miner, for instance. No, there's no spice in Adalia, but nevertheless, this name stuck with me, and so that's what I decided to do, and I decided to pick traits that I thought might be similar to Duncan's. Each Edallion is going to cost $5. For a full crew of Edallion, that's going to be $25. This is to help support the development of the game and also potentially help eliminate a bunch of bots just spamming and spamming influence, since there is a small cost associated with it. Now you do need at least one crewmate to start playing, but a crew can be as small as one. And so if you only have a little bit starting out, you can just go ahead and start out with one Edallion. But now, since this is testnet and this is Monopoly money per se, go ahead and fill your crew out to get a sense of what the gameplay is like. So there you have it. I recruited my Edallion, and now I have both an RVAD specialist and an Edallion on my crew. And I encourage you to keep on creating crewmates. Each crewmate class have different things they're good at within the game. And I encourage you to explore that yourself, and I'm going to help you out in a future video. I just wanted to give you the basics to mechanics to go ahead and get started for pre-release. Well, thank you all for watching. If you can't tell, I'm really excited about pre-release. If this is the first time you picked up for Influence for maybe 3 years, or if this is your first time checking out Influence at all, I hoped I was able to help you get started with Influence. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out in the Discord. This community is amazing, and I have to shout out some of the materials that this community has prepared. Shavu has done an amazing job writing different guides to do a lot of different things that I was not able to cover in this video. This was simply just getting started. Influence is incredibly in-depth strategy game, and I'm going to be making more content, but I'm not going to be able to keep up with all the questions you have. So don't hesitate to reach out, and guess what? I look forward to seeing you in the belt. Come check out some of my asteroids. I'm happy to lease plots to you. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm really thrilled for the Influence team to be able to play pre-release finally. This is so close, and this game is going to be so in-depth and strategic. It's really amazing.